Samsung 980 Pro with the heatsink. Today we're gonna be showing you.
Come on, bro. You ain't got one yet? You ain't got a PS5 yet?
All my PS5 owners out there, I'm gonna be showing you how to take the faceplate off and install your Samsung 980 Pro with heatsink. You know, the SSD. It goes inside the PS5, so you gotta take the faceplate off. You're gonna need a screwdriver, Phillips, and you're gonna need to be gentle with the PlayStation. Yeah, so we gotta flip that joint over on the other side, the opposite side where the disk drive is. Yeah, we got a little dirt there. Let me get that off. So here's the tough part. It might feel like you're gonna break it. Start from that top corner right there. So we're gonna lift and slide. When you lift it up, you're gonna slide it. You see where my hand is? My right hand. Slide it upwards. So lift and slide upwards. Don't try to just lift it off because you're going to break a plastic piece from the inside. As you can see, I was struggling to get that joint off because I was nervous. I didn't want to break it, but we got it. And I ain't took this joint off in 2 years since I had the PlayStation. Got a couple dust bugs, dust mites, whatever you want to call them. We gonna get that off.
Oh my God!
I'm pretty sure if you had yours since November 2020, it'll look like this too if you took the faceplate off and cleaned that joint. Yeah. So now we go again with the Samsung 980 Pro with heatsink. Make sure you got with heatsink. It's a Generation 4. You got that little one side is the chip, and then one side is where the screw is going to go. So this little gray area right here. Well, let me clean this off right quick. Hold up. Yeah, that's filthy. Forgive me. You filthy animal. Gotta get some of that off. I still couldn't get all of it from like inside the fan off. I ain't want to unscrew that and mess something up. So I think I'm gonna get one of them little dust blasters, you know, like the little computer joint where it blasts like air and cleans it. I hope that don't hurt it, but yeah, let's get back to this. So you screw that off. Gotta have that Phillips screwdriver. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Yeah. Might need to play some Jeopardy music, but okay, we got it. Yeah, so put that screw to the side because you don't want that joint to fall somewhere inside your PlayStation, and then you just gonna be heated for like, come on, bro. Don't be careful, bro. Any little kids out there trying to do this, get your parents to do it, or take it to a certified technician like somebody at Best Buy or the Geek Squad. You know them guys. Me myself, I won't about to pay Best Buy whatever they charge because they won't even try to tell me the price. So I was like, forget it. Let me do it myself. But yeah, you gotta unscrew that joint, and then you gotta carefully take this little gray piece off. It was kind of tough, but if you like put a screwdriver under it a little bit, you could have lifted that off. But I just got it with my hands. And if you could see the green spot, it's got 4 holes. The 4th hole is where you're gonna be putting the screw at. So the screw I'm talking about is not the one that I took off from the top of the where the heatsink goes. The screw I'm talking about is right here, like at the very end to the right. It's actually already screwed in, so you gotta unscrew that. And there you see the Samsung 980 Pro SSD with heatsink, and that side right there goes in right there where I'm pointing at. So basically, when you install it, it's gonna be upside down as far as the letters. As far as Samsung letters, it's gonna be upside down when you install it, and you put it in towards the left. Okay, back to it. So like I said, that's the screw right there that we're gonna take off, and it's got another little silver piece right under it, like a bottom half of the screw. Well, it's not even part of the screw. It's like what the screw goes inside and keeps it intact. But that's what we're gonna take off and put it in that fourth hole right there. And you see the green, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 80. Was it 80? That's crazy. I read it, but yeah. But once you put the heatsink in, the SSD with the heatsink, it's like it fits perfectly all the way to the fourth hole, and then that's where you're gonna put that screw that you just took out, also with the silver piece. Yeah, that right there. So you might want to put the silver piece down first, and then place your heatsink in, and then put the screwdriver. Not the screwdriver, the screw. Okay, here we go. Put the silver piece in. Okay, here go another tough part. It might not feel like it's fitting in there. That's what she said, but you gotta make sure it lines up with that. You put it in exactly. You see how I said the letter's gonna be upside down. Samsung is upside down. Make sure you put it in the right way. Pause. So you gotta make sure it's like it's not gonna go at the very bottom. That's why I said put that little silver piece first, and then put the SSD in, because you want to make sure it lines up and slides with the other half of the chip. As you can see, I had a little difficulty right here because I didn't know if it was sliding in the right spot. So we're gonna try that again. I actually had to get some more lighting. That's why I had a difficult time doing that. So now you can see I got the lighting, and I can actually see where I'm sliding the SSD part. And you gotta be careful with this. You don't want to force it and break a piece or. So we got the lighting, and then slide the. Yep. There we go. And you'll know when it's like and when it's right. Okay, now you can see we already put the little silver piece under there, and then you put the SSD with the heatsink in this spot. Now you're gonna put that screw that came out the little green spot right there. Now you're gonna put that right there to secure the SSD. And get your Phillips and screw that in there. More Jeopardy music.
Shit getting out of hand now.
Make sure that's secure. You don't want to have a memory card just, you know, free balling. You don't want to have it just sliding everywhere without putting that screw in there. So you want to make sure you put that screw in there, secure it, and then you're gonna put that little gray cover plate back over it. I'm just making sure I tighten it up all the way. There we go. Got a gray cover plate. Put that back in the spot where it was. Yep. With the bloop. Then you want to get that the other screw I told you to put to the side and not lose. The first screw. Put that back in the spot. Get your Phillips. Don't use nothing else because you're gonna scratch up the screw or a little shaving's gonna come off. And then you're gonna be out of luck. So make sure you got a Phillips. Put that back. Yep. Now it's secure, and now you got the face. Well, not the faceplate, but the cover actually back on it. Now we're gonna get the actual PS5 faceplate and put that back where it was. Make sure the disk drive opening. Make sure that's right where I'm putting it at, like to the left. And make sure you know how you took it off. So you lifted it up, and then you slid. So this time you just gonna push down and slide back. And make sure it clicks. When it clicks, you'll know it's in there right. And then there we got a 2 terabyte external hard drive. That's just extra storage. You can put your P4 games on there and play them off of there. Or you can store your PS5 games on the external hard drive, but you can't play the actual PS5 game. You got to actually put it back on your console storage. Or you can put it on the storage that we just installed, the internal SSD. You can actually play the PS5 game off the internal SSD, but not the external 2 terabyte hard drive. For the last part, I'm going to show you when you actually cut your PlayStation back on. What you're going to actually see is going to ask you to format the SSD. So click yes, you want to format it. If it's brand new, that's good, format it. But if it's used, it's probably got stuff on there, and you don't want to format it unless you get all that stuff off there and transfer it somewhere. But just know that once you format it, if it's any data on that SSD, it's going to be erased. But I had a brand new 980 Pro, so I just automatically click format. And you see the read speed is 6,517 megabytes. Then it says the SSD has been formatted. If you want to change where your games are installed, go to settings, storage, and then installation location. To safely remove your SSD, make sure you turn off your PS5, and then you gotta get the Phillips screwdriver and uninstall it and all that good stuff. So we're gonna power on. There we go. Yep. It's only asking that because I had it unplugged for so long. Okay. Now we're gonna go to settings, storage. There we go. And now you can see we got more than just that USB extended 2 terabyte I was telling you about. Now we got the actual SSD, and I'm gonna change where my games are stored because my PS5 is full. That's my whole reason of installing the SSD. Now we got a free terabyte of space, so you can go ahead and put your PS5 games on there. And that's it. That's about it, man. Any questions, man, drop them down in the comments. I'm gone.